It's on?
It's rolling.
Okay.
Say something.
Something.
So stupid.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Durbin's Bourbon. I'm Joe.
And I'm Josh.
We're doing a Maker's Mark review. This is one of those limited barrel bottlings. FAE 01 2021 limited release, non-chill filtered, 110 proof bourbon.
There's water in it. You might want to drink that.
Crap, buddy.
So stupid.
We rinse our glasses out and let them soak a little bit with water.
Unbeknownst to you, we've had cocktails already.
Couple reviews prior to this. This particular Maker's Mark iteration, they used 10 different virgin oak staves.
Yeah. Virgin toasted American oak stave. Whichever. I don't know why virgin. That just means it's their first
It's
go
the
around.
first go round. Yeah, they haven't been soaked in anything else. They're brand new.
Brand new.
Unsoiled. How's that?
Unsoiled
So
saves.
that's what these are. Like I said the little spiel I did, it is non-chill filtered. Non-chill filtered tends to keep those astringent acids, the fatty esters and all that stuff. They keep it in the whiskey. You can even notice if you have a non-chill filtered whiskey and you leave it set on the counter or your bar for a long period of time, you may even find some sediment in the bottom of the bottle. It's okay. Just mix it up a little bit. It's not going to hurt you. It tends to carry. Yeah, it tends to carry over all of those compounds that chill filtration takes out.
Is very pleasant.
Is it really?
Super floral, like dark. Well, like a bowl of fruits.
Ooh,
Isn't that nice?
that's like a
yeah.
That's like a flowery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, that's quite different than like your Maker's 101 or your
Yeah, it's nothing
Maker's
like those,
46.
It's like
a fresh
refreshing.
bouquet of
It's like a
flowers.
refreshing.
Huh.
Isn't that nice?
That is
Man, that's
really
a great
pleasant.
note. I think it was 60.
It was $69.
$59.99, so 60 bucks. Because the other one was 70. I bought the barrel. We had like a store pick one or something that was 70. This one was $59.99.
Okay, I thought it was the same as a Thomas More.
No, it was
which
less.
was 70. Okay. Huh. The nose on this it's like a bouquet of flowers.
Delightful.
Yeah, that's surprising.
There's sweetness to it. Super floral, like a fruity, like I said, like a bowl of fresh, almost not fruit, like grapes and berries.
Yeah. I'm getting that really strong, earthy flower.
Yeah.
Like a bouquet of mixed flowers.
You do like your flowers.
I do. Huh. And then there's that subtle Maker's Mark nose. It's still there. It's a weeded bourbon, as y'all know if you're Maker's fans, or even if you're not. Little education, Maker's Mark is used. Corn, obviously, over 51%. They're in the 70s. Then the other base grain is red winter wheat. And then the other item is malted barley. So this is a wheat bourbon.
I'm interested to try it.
Boy.
If it's as good as that nose for the palate, it's gonna be amazing.
Maker's Mark is
Did you already say it's 110?
110 proof, and Maker's Mark typically is a 6 to 8 year old bourbon. Maker's fun fact. I don't know if these guys do for this particular iteration, but they rotate their barrels. Maker's Mark is one of the only distilleries out there that rotates their inventory.
How they all rotated? Oh.
Maker's actually does. They have barrels on the top. They rotate them down, rotate top to
They don't all do that?
No, they don't. They leave them. They roll them in and leave them. Maker's rotates. It's so laborious to rotate a 550-pound barrel,
Of
and then you
course.
have.
I thought they all did that.
They did not. Nope, they roll them.
Where
and
was I
leave
the
them.
whole time we went?
I don't know, buddy.
Thought
You
they
probably
all-
heard when we went Maker's Mark.
Maybe I just
and they
associated it
because
with-
they do focus on that. We're one of the only distilleries that actually rotates our inventory.
Yeah, that's gotta be tough.
I need to whatever's
COVID.
in my throat. I gotta cleanse it.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna
Okay.
try it. I'm gonna
Cheers.
Try it. I'm gonna try it.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
It's hot.
Hot. Eat,
Okay. I was gonna say.
Sweet though at first. It was very sweet until the alcohol burn hit me.
That's hot.
I didn't take a huge swallow.
I took a really small
Yeah.
swallow too. There's a little bit of that hint of the distillery, that essence of the distillery there. I think with those toasted oak staves.
Ah, that's good. I think it's really good, but it's hot. I gotta add some water. It's too hot.
Whew.
Burn my tongue.
That's a warm.
But man, that initial flavor is super sweet and good.
That's a pretty good pour. That's okay. It's 110 proof. I think it can take it. And the difference between a wheated bourbon and a rye bourbon, if you add that water, it's not going to bring that peppery rye out because there's no rye in the mash bill. It's wheat. So all you're going to get is maybe a little bit more of that soft wheat note or a softer. Did it help?
Yeah, my tongue's burned now.
Too
But it did help. Now I get much more of the sweetness.
There's some vanilla on the nose
Correct.
after adding water.
Right. It's just it made
Maybe
it softer.
Yep, some dark
That's
fruits,
good.
maybe cherry.
And it's nothing like the 46 at all to me. It's a whole new product in my mind, except with that maker's twinge to it. Don't you think?
Yeah, definitely adding the water took that heat off. So you can appreciate the other
It gave it a little more
characteristics.
bitterness.
Bitterness. It's a
I
bitter.
got my burr.
Yeah, I
Yeah, the-
agree with. I agree with what he's attempting to say. It is bitter.
Hard. Sometimes they just don't come out.
They just don't come out. It is the
Always
water.
judging, always watching, always judging.
It is. It's a little bitter. The water made it a little bitter, and I don't know why.
Like I'm.
Wheat
Oh man, I
tends to
should
be
have.
sweet.
It was just so hot. I
It
felt like I
was.
had to add water,
Yeah.
but now
I agree.
I feel like the flavor was better without the water.
If you could get through the heat.
Correct. Like you wouldn't be able to. I mean, you'd have to add. That would be really good, like an ice ball or something. Let it kind of the flavors meld.
There's a little bit of an astringent note in there. After
the
adding
bitterness.
the water, that's the bitter.
When you say astringent, I get bitter.
Correct.
Which is kind of
Same.
the same.
I think
Dark chocolate,
Yeah,
orange peel. Like
Yeah,
that
there's different-
that bitterness. Grapefruity almost. Like
there's definitely a bitter citrus note.
my tongue.
Boy,
my
this
tongue's
will light
burned.
you up. I'm not even joking around. That's a hot whiskey.
For 110, I mean, I guess that's pretty high though.
Yeah, but the Maker's 101 doesn't sip the same.
No.
It's
That one I
completely
could sip all day long.
a completely different animal.
This one's
so
hot as shit.
those 10 toasted staves that are inserted into the barrel, and then it doesn't really talk about a time frame, how long they leave it in there.
I'm sure it's
Several months.
it's gotta be,
probably.
yeah, but the bourbon, it's gotta be at least 6 to 8 years old, right?
Oh yeah, and then they finish it with those toasted staves. Boy, this is a second release. The second release is coming. FAEO2 is texture focused to really highlight the Maker's Mark mouthfeel. Creamy and mouth coating.
And that's there's a lot going on.
It is. It's pretty. It's pretty.
There's a
it's
lot
pretty
of-
busy.
Those are oh, gotta stand by.
Fruit forward expressions with notes of tobacco and wood. I would have to agree with that.
What I was gonna say is those of you out there that can pick up a lot of stuff when you taste whiskey, this one I think would be a good one. I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot of little there's like fruitiness to it, but like kind of a char, bitterness, citrus.
There is
There's
a
a
tobacco.
lot of like it's got a lot going on, and then it's hot.
Yeah,
Like,
there is a tobacco note in there.
I'm getting hoarse. I think.
Yeah, you are. Fried his tonsils out,
know.
man. It's a decent whiskey, you know,
Yeah.
for makers. If you can get them, I mean, I like Maker's Mark products. I will state, and I think my bro here agrees with me. I'm not a huge fan of the standard
No.
Maker's Mark product.
me either.
I'll drink it, and I do have several bottles.
Correct.
I enjoy it in cocktails, but I think there are other iterations, the 101, the
101s.
46.
Yeah.
They outshine it, I think.
And your standard makers, to me, I mean, I drink for price point. I'd rather have like Woodford, Buffalo Trace, Wild Turkey, all those ones that are in that range.
Right.
You know, those aren't weeded, but
Right.
it seems a little weak. But then you hit the 101, the Maker's 101,
Yes.
and that's wonderful.
It's the perfect
Right.
alcohol
So
content.
I think it's
for
just
that
because it's
wheat.
weeded and needs a little more
Maybe.
heat, maybe. I don't know. But this is hot as shit.
This is
And
hot.
but it's good. I like it.
It is.
I
It's
enjoy
good.
it. I would highly, well, not highly. I would recommend it. I would
I
say
would recommend-
highly if you like.
If you're looking at their cask finishes and their
Yes,
unique
yes,
finishes,
yeah.
if you're a maker's
Non-chill
collector,
filtered. That's probably why it's hot too, because the oils are in
Probably
there. They probably
sticks.
stick on your palate.
yeah, it lingers. It sticks
Honestly,
around.
I'm getting hoarse.
Right. It sticks around for a minute so you can enjoy it. I think you could probably sip this with an ice ball.
Yeah, that'd be
okay.
really good.
It'd probably be decent chilled.
Yeah, I think it tastes to me, like you just said, it'd be very versatile in whatever.
Yeah,
You could make it in a cocktail because it's hot enough.
It would stand
You
up.
know, like some weededs are hot enough. This one is definitely got the punch
Right.
that you would need.
Yeah.
Ooh, we should make a paper airplane with it.
You know, you could with that grapefruity note.
Yeah, that
maybe
might be
we
really
will. I was just thinking of making that cocktail the other day.
Yeah.
I think it would stand up well with cocktails. Sometimes weeded bourbons are a little too sweet in cocktails, and they don't hold their own unless they have a high enough alcohol content. Josh and I are both big fans of old fashions, but I tend to like my old fashions with Wild Turkey 101
Right.
or Wild Turkey Rye 101.
We're the kind of guys that like our bourbon cocktails that have a bourbon.
Right, they have
flavor.
to have that
When
characteristic.
people drink
covered
our
over.
bourbon cocktails, they're like, it tastes like bourbon. We're like, yeah, I know. It's
Right,
delicious.
right. What Rittenhouse?
Yeah, rye, high rye.
Rittenhouse
Or
high rye.
Yeah.
High proof bourbons go good in cocktails because they don't get overshadowed by all the ingredients.
Especially if you like the flavor of whiskey.
Yeah, I think that might make a
I'm telling you.
amazing
It
paper
popped
airplane.
into my head.
I have all the ingredients to make
Yeah,
such a
yeah.
cocktail.
I might have to have 7.
We hope you've enjoyed this review. Remember to hit the thumbs up. We appreciate you subscribers, and we appreciate all you folks that happen to stop by the show and give us a go. Watch our reviews.
If you're new, please subscribe.
Yeah.
Helps us out. Doesn't hurt you.
Yep.
And we appreciate it. And the comments, you know, we love hearing anything. Like, you know, compare this and this. We love that
Right.
stuff because we run out of. Honestly, we'd like we'll be sitting here what are we
Trying
gonna
to figure
do?
out.
We've tasted everything.
And
It's here.
one of our subscribers did recommend Knob Creek 12-year against Jim Beam Devil's Cut.
Yeah, which we'll do. Great idea.
That's coming up. So, yeah.
Jacob Applebottom or something.
Yes,
Apple-
someone,
Apple-
one of our
Apple-
subscribers.
Yeah, thank you.
He
You know who you
commented,
are.
and I responded back with a thumbs up, and it will come your way. We almost did it today, but we got some new acquisitions, so we opted for them. But it will come, and we will give you a shout out for that recommendation. So we do appreciate recommendation. It helps guide the channel, helps guide us, gives us ideas of things that you, the viewing public, wants to see. And ultimately, we're just trying to help give you all a chance to watch a review and
Save
decide
some money,
whether
you know.
or not you want to spend your money on it. I'd buy this one.
Yep.
I'd buy it.
It's delightful.
I like
I'm
it.
glad
it's,
I bought it.
It's a good, strong bourbon, non-chill filtered,
Weeded.
makers products,
Yep.
great products. It's consistent.
Yep.
I mean, their second iteration's going to come out. I'd be curious to see what it turns out like.
Well, now I'm in. So now I don't have to get every stupid iteration. I was like,
Yeah, you
1,
gotta
2,
compare
12.
'em. Right. They
Nightmare.
got him.
They
It's
got
like,
me. Fish up.
yep, they got him. We love Makers, though.
Yeah.
Great tour, great distillery, just great people all together.
Right.
We hope you've enjoyed this whiskey review. And as always, enjoy your whiskeys and bourbons any way you like. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, buddy.
Pal. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's the best one of the day.
I would agree with you.